Let me be clear. Israel will defend itself. We will act.
The United States is fully supportive of Israel.
Israelis must understand that each act of aggression it makes, it's not unpunished and will be met with consequences.
An intense session of the United Nations Security Council, the emergency meeting following Iran's missile attack on Israel on Tuesday. Fears are mounting here in New York of an all-out regional war, something that has the UN Secretary General worried.
And we cannot look away from systematic violations of international humanitarian law. This deadly cycle of tit-for-tat violence must stop.
Addressing the Council, Israel's permanent representative vowed Israeli retaliation.
Let me assure you, the consequences Iran will face for their actions will be far greater than they could ever have imagined. What would any nation do if hundreds of ballistic missiles were raining down on your civilians, your cities, your places of worship? The scale of this attack is unimaginable, and yet Iran is determined to escalate further.
But his response did not go down well with Iran. Tehran maintains that the attack was out of necessity and a proportionate response to Israel's continued aggression in the region.
Experience has proven that Israel only understands the language of force. Diplomacy has repeatedly failed, as Israel views restraint not as a gesture of goodwill, but as a weakness to exploit. Each act of restraint taken by Iran has only emboldened Israel to commit even greater crimes and more acts of aggression.
Members of the Security Council have all voiced concern over the escalating tensions, with some insisting that the Council use all the tools at its disposal to resolve the conflict. As the world remains tense in the face of fears of escalation, China says it is deeply concerned about the current situation and the prospect for further developments. Permanent Representative Fu Kang said that the Council must act urgently and be united in making its demands clear for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. Jody Jacobs, CGTN, New York.